space. It's all my stuff that needs a big space. So will you fix that for me?
Yeah, I talk about diet.
Great.
Hi everyone, I'm Jules, and I am what you can call a claustrophile. I like small, tiny spaces. In fact, I thought my dorm room was too big and there were 2 of us in it. This is my house I built. It's 250 square feet, which is actually on the large side of small. You might ask yourself, why live this small? 1, I hate cleaning. There's nothing worse. 2, I don't want to owe money to anyone. I built my house for $14,000 and had no mortgage. It really made things very easy for me and very cheap because utilities in winter, $8 a month. You have to think about what do you need. There are a few basics we all have to have. You can see them there. You probably had that part figured out. The next question is, though, what do you want? I wanted time. I love to travel. Travel costs money. If you're paying off a house, you don't have a lot of money. I also enjoy writing. I talked about that a couple of nights ago. And I wanted time to spend with friends and family, although not in my house. I came up with the idea of living small in high school, but it wasn't until I met the man who wrote this book, Jay Schaefer, that I decided to build my house, which is built on a tractor trailer bed. And I went in, I had done a few things in woodshop in middle school, and by the end of a weekend, he convinced me I could build a house and use a hammer. And I did it. I started planning, and all I did was buy graph paper and started thinking about what do I want and incorporating elements of it. The big thing is you have to think about small spaces and how to utilize them. And part of that is dark woods are a no-no. You will feel claustrophobic, even if you like the small. I also wanted a bay window. That was very important to me, and I've never seen anyone else do it. It took a lot of extra support since this is a house on wheels, but that ended up being my couch. So see, you have to have duplicity. It's not just a window. I love taking baths, but to build a Japanese soaking tub and have one special ordered was going to cost $4,000, which was, like a third of the cost of the house. And I realized, being the horse person I am, horse water troughs come in all sorts of sizes. So I went to Jack's Farm and Supply, and I'm pulling them off the wall, and I'm sitting in them and laying back, and he's like, what are you doing? But $70 for the thing, $20 drain kit, and using extra pieces from the paneling, I had a soaking hot tub for under $200. I also love to cook, so a pantry was important. So I made it 3 foot deep, and we all have that problem with much shallower areas that you can't reach them. So I figured out rollers. Of course, movable house, rolling shelves. We had to build in hooks for them so that they didn't roll when being moved. You're gonna draw a lot of things, and I can't tell you, those were final pictures. I must have gone through 200 sheets of paper for each view of the house, trying to figure out exact dimensions. I also figured out there was unused space at the front fork or V triangle of the trailer that allowed me to put on a little tool shed for those things you don't use all the time. One of the biggest things about this was I didn't hire a single contractor, and you'd be surprised at how many people you know that know something. My dad helped me put in the flooring. My friends helped me with the electrical, because after a lightning accident, you don't touch things like that. And people came, and it was just an amazing experience to have these people come, and I made them all sign my house. So under all the paneling, there is expressions of love and well wishes for me in my tiny house, which 2 of us were living in, and we knew where we were gonna build the second loft for the kid. So 250 square feet, 3 people. This comes to something else you're gonna have to do if you wanna live in a small house. You gotta downsize. How much stuff could you go into your mind right now and think, I haven't used that in over a year, why do I have it? Why is it collecting dust? Why do I have to dust it? Start getting rid of that stuff. If you don't use it in over 12 months, that means you don't even use it for the holidays. And when you start thinking of how much time and money you spend on keeping things that you could spend with people or doing the things that you really love, it's worth getting rid of. This is one of your best ways to downsize. How many movies do you own that you could just get at the library? How many books? Or, if you need to learn how to build houses, They have books on that too. And I still have a lot of books. I called it my Taj Matini because the Taj Mahal was built out of love. And so I'm going to encourage you to live small, to live large. Thank you.
Thank you, Jules. So, how many people here spend time in like a backpacking tent? So I think there might